I learn in his letter that Don Pedro of Aragon comes this night to Messina.
He is very near by this. He was not 3 leagues off when I left him.
How many gentlemen have you lost in this action?
But few of any sort, and none of name.
Victory is twice itself when the achiever brings home full numbers. I find that Don Pedro hath bestowed much honour on a young Florentine called Claudio.
Much deserved on his part, and equally remembered by Don Pedro. He hath borne himself beyond the promise of his age, doing in the figure of a lamb, the feats of a lion. Indeed, he hath bettered expectation than you can expect of me to tell you how.
He hath an uncle here in Messina, will be very much glad of it.
I have already delivered him letters, and there appears much joy in him, even so much that joy could not show itself modest enough without a badge of bitterness.
Did he break out into tears?
In great measure.
Ah, a kind overflow of kindness. There are no faces truer than those that are so washed. How much better is it to weep at joy than to joy at weeping?
I pray you, is Signor Montanto returned from the wars or no?
I know none of that name, lady. There is none such in the army of any sort.
What is he that you ask for, niece?
My cousin means Signor Benedick of Padua.
Oh, he's returned, and as pleasant as ever he was.
He set up his bills here in Messina and challenged Cupid at the flight. And my uncle's fool, reading the challenge, subscribed for Cupid and challenged him at the bird bolt. I pray, how many hath he killed and eaten in these wars? But how many hath he killed? For indeed I promise to eat all of his killing.
Faith, niece, you tax Signor Benedick too much. But he'll be meet with you, I doubt it not.
He hath done good service, lady, in these wars.
You had musty victual, and he hath hoped to eat it. He's a very valiant Frenchman, he hath an excellent stomach.
And a good soldier too, lady.
And a good soldier to a lady. But what is he to a lord?
A lord to a lord, a man to a man, stuffed with all honourable virtues.
It is so indeed, he is no less than a stuffed man. But for the stuffing, well, we are all mortal.
You must not, sir, mind my niece. There's a kind of merry war betwixt Signor Benedick and her. They never meet, but there's a skirmish of wits between them.
Alas, he gets nothing by that. In our last conflict, 4 of his 5 wits went halting off, and now is the whole man governed the one, so that if you've wit enough to keep himself warm, let him bear it for a difference between himself and his horse. For it is all the wealth we've left to be known a reasonable creature. Who is his companion now? He hath every month a new sworn brother.
Is it possible?
Very easily possible. He wears his faith, but is the fashion of his hat. It never changes for the next block.
Well, does he... Is it true, indeed?
Yes, sir. But is there no young squire now that will make a voyage with him to the devil?
He is most in the company of the right noble Claudio.
Oh, Lord, he will hang upon him like a disease. He is sooner caught in the pestilence, and the taker runs presently mad. God help the noble Claudio. If he have caught the Benedick, it will cost him £1,000 ere he be cured.
I will hold friends with you, lady.
Do, good friend.
You'll never run mad, niece.
No, not till hot January.
Don Pedro has approached.
Good Signor Leonato, are you come to meet your trouble? The fashion of the world is to avoid costs, and you encounter it.
Never came trouble to my house in the likeness of your grace, for trouble being gone, comfort should remain. But when you depart from me, sorrow abides, and happiness takes his leave.
You embrace your charge too willingly. I think this is your daughter.
Her mother hath many times told me so.
Were you in doubt, sir, that you asked her?
Signor Benedick, no, for then were you a child.
You haven't full, Benedick. We may guess by this what you are, being a man. Truly, the lady fathers herself. Be happy, lady, for you are like an honorable father.
If Signor Leonato be her father, she would not have his head on her shoulders for all Messina, as like him as she is.
I wonder if you'll still be talking, Signor Benedick. Nobody mocks you.
What? My dear Lady Disdain, are you yet living?
Is it possible Disdain should die while she has such meat food to feed it to Signor Benedick? Courtesy itself must convert to Disdain if you come in her presence.
Then is courtesy a turncoat, but it is certain. I am loved of all ladies. Only you accepted. But I could find in my heart that I had not a hard heart, for truly I love none.
A dear happiness to women. They would else have been troubled with a most pernicious suitor. No, I thank God and my cold blood, I'm of your humour for that. I'd rather hear my dog bark at a crow than a man swear he loves me.
God keep your ladyship still in that mind, so some gentleman or other shall scape a predestinate scratched face.
Scratch, you could not make it worse for such a face as yours.
Oh, well, you are a rare parrot teacher.
A bird of my tongue is better than a beast of yours.
I would my horse have the speed of your tongue, and so good a continua. But keep your way. God's name. I'm done.
You always end with a jade trick. I know you of old.
That is the sum of all, Leonato. Signor Claudio and Signor Benedick, my dear friend Leonato hath invited you all. I tell him we shall stay here at the least a month, and he heartily prays an occasion may detain us longer. I dare swear he is no hypocrite, but prays from his heart.
If you swear, my lord, you will not be forsworn. Oh, let me bid you welcome, my lord. Being reconciled with your brother, the prince, I owe you all duty.
I thank you. I am not of many words, but I thank you.
Please it your grace lead on.
Your hand, Leonato. We will go together.
Benedick! Didst thou note the daughter of Signor Leonato?
I noted her not. And I looked on her.
Is she not a modest young lady?
Do you question me as an honest man should for my simple, true judgment? Or would you have me speak after my custom as being a professed tyrant to their sex?
No, I pray thee speak in sober judgment.
Why, in faith. Methinks she is too low for a high praise, too brown for a fair praise, and too little for a great praise. Only this commendation can I afford her, that were she other than she is, she were unhandsome. But being no other but as she is, I do not like her.
Thou thinkest I am in sport. I pray thee, tell me truly how thou likest her. Would you buy her, that you inquire after her? Can the world buy such a jewel?
Yea, and a case to put it into. Come, speak you this with a sad brow? Or do you come to tell us that Cupid is a good hair finder and the Vulcan a rare carpenter? Come, in what key shall a man take you into the song?
In mine eye, she is the sweetest lady that ever I looked on.
I can see yet without spectacles, and I see no such matter. Oh, there's her cousin. She was possessed with a fury that exceeds her as much in beauty as the 1st of May doth the last of December. But I hope you have no intent to turn husband. Have you?
I would scarce trust myself, though I had sworn the contrary if Hero would be my wife.
Is it come to this? Hath the world not one man but will wear his cap with suspicion? Shall I never see a bachelor of 80 again? I'll go too in faith, and thou wilt needs thrust thy neck into the yoke, wear the print of it, and sigh away Sundays and look Don Pedro's return to seek you.
What secret hath held you here that you followed not to Leonato's?
And would your grace constrain me to tell?
I charge thee on thy allegiance.
You hear, Count Claudio? I can be secret as a dumb man, I would have you think so. But on my allegiance, mark you this, on my allegiance. He's in love. With whom? That is your grace's part. Mark how short his answer is. With Hero, Leonato's short daughter.
If this be so, so it were uttered.
Just like the old town, my lord. 'Tis not so, nor 'twas it so, but indeed, God forbid, it should be so.
If my passion change not shortly, God forbid it should be otherwise.
Oh, men, if you love her, for the lady is very well worthy.
You speak this to fetch me in, my lord.
By my troth, I speak my thought.
And in faith, my lord, I spoke mine.
And by my 2 faiths and troths, my lord, I spoke.
That I love her, I feel.
That she is worthy, I know.
I neither feel how she should be loved, nor know how she should be worthy. It's the opinion that fire cannot melt out of me. I will die in it at the stake.
Thou wast ever an obstinate heretic in the despite of beauty.
And never could maintain his part but in the force of his will.
That a woman conceived me, I thank her. That she brought me up, I likewise give her most humble thanks. But that I will have a retreat winded in my forehead, or hang my bugle in an invisible baldric, all women shall pardon me. Because I will not do them the wrong to mistrust any, or do myself the right to trust none. And the fine is, for which I may go the finer, I will live a bachelor.
I shall see thee ere I die, look pale with love.
With anger, with sickness, or with hunger, my lord, not with love. Prove that ever I lose more blood with love than I will get again with drinking. Pick out mine eyes with a ballad maker's pen, and hang me up at the door of a brothel house for the sign of blind Cupid.
Well, if ever thou dost fall from this faith, thou wilt prove a notable argument.
If I do, hang me in a bottle like a cat, and shoot at me. And he that hits me, will be clapped on the shoulder and called Adam.
Well, as time shall try. In time, the savage bull doth bear the yoke.
The savage bull, eh? But if ever the sensible Benedick bear it, pluck off the bull's horns and set them in my forehead. And let them be vilely painted in such letters as they write, here is good horse to hire. And let them signify under my sign, here you may see Benedick the married man.
If this should ever happen, thou wouldst be horn mad.
Nay, if Cupid have not spent all his quiver in Venice, thou wilt quake for this shortly.
I look for an earthquake too then.
Well, you will temporize with the hours. In the meantime, good Signor Benedick, repair to Leonato's, commend me to him, and tell him I will not fail him at supper. For indeed, he hath made great preparation.
I almost have enough matter in me for such an embassage, and so I commit you
To the tuition of God, from my house.
if I had it.
The 6th of July, your loving friend, Benedick.
Oh, mock not, mock not. The body of your discourse is sometimes guarded by fragments, the guards but slightly bastard on neither. Ere you go flouted ends any further, examine your conscience. So I leave you.
My liege, your highness now may do me good.
My love is thine to teach. Teach it but how, and thou shalt see how apt it is to learn any hard lesson that may do thee good.
Hath Leonato any son, my lord?
No child but hero. She's his only heir. Dost thou affect her, Claudio?
Oh, my lord, when you went onward on this ended action, I looked upon her with a soldier's eye, that liked, but had a rougher task in hand than to drive liking to the name of love. But now that I am returned and that war thoughts have left their places vacant, in their rooms come thronging soft and delicate desires, all prompting me how fair young hero is. Sang that I liked her ere I went to wars.
Thou wilt be like a lover presently, and tire the hearer with a book of words. If thou dost love fair hero, cherish it, and I will break with her and with her father, and thou shalt have her. Was it not to this end that thou beganst to twist so fine a story?
How sweetly you do minister to love, that no love's grief by his complexion. But lest my liking might too sudden seem, I would have salved it with a longer treatise.
What need the bridge much broader than the flood? The fairest grant is a necessity. Look, what will serve is fit. 'Tis once thou lovest, and I will fit thee with the remedy. I know we shall have revelling tonight. I will assume thy part in some disguise, and tell fair hero I am Claudio, and in her bosom I'll enclasp my heart, and take her hearing prisoner, with a force and strong encounter of my amorous tale. Then, after, to her father will I break, and the conclusion is, she shall be thine. In practice, let us put it presently.
brother. Where is my cousin, your son? Hath he provided this music?
He's very busy about it. But, brother, I can tell you strange news that you yet dreamt not of.
Are they good?
As the event stamps them, but they have a good cover. They show well outward. The Prince and Count Claudio, walking in a thick pleached alley in mine orchard, were thus much overheard by a man of mine. The Prince discovered to Claudio that he loved my niece, your daughter, and meant to acknowledge it this night in a dance, and if he found her accordant, to take the present time by the top and instantly break with you of it.
Hath the fellow any wit that told you this?
A good, sharp fellow. I will send for him and question him yourself.
No, we will hold it as a dream until it appear itself. But I will acquaint my daughter withal, that she may be the better prepared for an answer, if peradventure this be true. Go you and tell her of it.
What the good year, my lord? Why are you thus out of measure sad?
There is no measure in the occasion that breeds. Therefore the sadness is without limit.
You should hear reason.
And when I have heard it, what blessing brings it?
If not a present remedy, then at least a patient sufferance.
I wonder that thou, being as thou sayest thou art, born under Saturn, goest about to apply a moral medicine to a mortifying mischief. I cannot hide what I am. I must be sad when I have cause, and smile at no man's jests. Eat when I have stomach, and wait for no man's leisure. Sleep when I am drowsy, and tend on no man's business. Laugh when I am merry, and claw no man his humor.
Yea, but you must not make the full show of this, till you can do it without controlment. You have of late stood out against your brother, who has newly taken you into his grace, where it is impossible that you should take true root, but by the fair weather you make for yourself. It is needful you frame the season for your own harvest.
I had rather be a canker in a hedge than a rose in his grace. And it better befits my blood to be disdained of all than to fashion a carriage to rob love from any. In this, though it cannot be said that I am a flattering, honest man, it must not be denied, but I am a plain-dealing villain. I am trusted with a muzzle, and enfranchised with a clog. Therefore, I have decreed not to sing in my cage. Oh, if I had my mouth, I would bite. If I had my liberty, I would do my liking. In the meantime, let me be that I am, and seek not to alter.
Can you make no use of your discontent?
I make all use of it, for I use it only. Who comes here? What news, Baraccio?
I have come from a great supper. The prince, your brother, is royally entertained, and I can give you intelligence of an intended marriage.
Will it serve as a model to build mischief on? What is he for a fool that betroths himself to unquietness?
'Tis your brother's right hand.
The most exquisite Claudio,
Even he.
a proper squire. And who? Which way looks he?
One hero, daughter and heir of Leonardo.
Very forward march chick. How came you to this?
Being entertained for a perfumer, as I was smoking in a musty room, comes me the prince and Claudio, hand in hand, sad conference. I whipped me behind the arras, and there heard it agreed upon that the prince should woo Hero for himself, and having obtained her, give her to Claudio.
Come. This may prove food to my displeasure. That young startup had all the glory of my overthrow. If I can cross him in any way, I bless myself in every way. You are both sure and will assist me?
To the death, my lord.
Let us to the great supper. Their cheer is the greater that I am subdued. Oh, were the cook of my mind. Shall we go prove what's to be done?
I will wait upon your lordship.
Was not Count John here at supper?
I saw him not.
Oh, how tartly that gentleman looks. I never can see him when I'm heartburned an hour after.
He is of a very melancholy disposition.
You were an excellent man that were made just in the midway between him and Benedick. The one too much like an image and says nothing, and the other too much like my lady's eldest son, evermore tattling.
Then have Signor Benedick's tongue and Count John's mouth, and have Count John's melancholy in Signor Benedick's face.
With a good leg and a good foot, uncle, and money enough in his purse, such a man would win any woman in the world, if he could get her goodwill.
By my troth, niece, thou wilt never get thee a husband if thou be so shrewd with thy tongue.
In faith, she's too cursed.
Too cursed is more than cursed. I shall lessen God's sending that way. For it is said, God sends a cursed cow, short horns. But to a cow too cursed, he sends none.
So, by being too cursed, God will send you no horns.
Just if he send me no husband, for the which blessing I am at upon my knees every morning and evening. Oh, Lord, I could not endure a husband with a beard on his face, rather lying a willing.
You may light on a husband that hath no beard.
What should I do with them? Dress him in my apparel and make him my waiting gentlewoman? He that hath a beard is more than a youth, and he that has no beard is less than a man. And he that is more than a youth is not for me, and he that is less than a man, I am not for him. Therefore, I will even take sixpence in earnest of the beer herd and lead his apes into hell.
Well then, go you into hell.
No, but to the gate, and there will the devil meet me like an old couple with horns on his head. Say, get you to heaven, Beatrice, get you to heaven. Here's no place for you maids. And so deliver I up my apes and away to St. Peter. And for the heavens, he shows me where the bachelors sit, and there live we as merry as the day is long.
Well, niece, I trust you will be ruled by your father.
Yes, Faith, it is my cousin's duty to make curtsy and say, Father, as it please you. And yet, for all that, cousin, make sure he's a handsome fellow, or else make another curtsy and say, Father, as it please me.
I do hope to see you one day fitted to a husband.
Not till God make men of some other metal than earth. Will it not grieve a woman to be overmastered by a piece of valiant dust? To make an account of her life to a clod of wayward marl? No, uncle, I'll none. Adam's sons are my brethren, and truly, I hold it a sin to match in my kindred.
Daughter, remember what I told you. If the prince do solicit you in that kind, you know your answer.
The fault will be in the music, cousin. If you be not moved in good time, the prince be too important. Tell him there is measure in everything, so dance out your answer. For hear me, hero, wooing, wedding, and repenting is as a Scotch jig, a measure, and a syncopace. The first suit is hot and hasty like a Scotch jig, and the wedding, manly modest, full of state and infantry, as a measure. And then comes repentance. With his bad legs, falls into the sick base, faster and faster, till he sinks into his grave.
Cousin, you apprehend passing shrewdly.
I have a good eye on plexi at church by daylight.
The revellers are entering. Brother, make good room.
Lady, you walk about with your friend?
So you walk softly and look sweetly and say nothing. I'm yours for the walk.
With me
and
in your
especially
company.
when I walk away.
With me in your company.
I may say so when I please.
And when please you to say so?
When I like your favor, for God defend the lute should be like the case.
My visor is Philemon's roof. Within the house is Jove.
Why then your visor should be thatched.
Speak low if you speak loud.
Well, I would you did like me.
So would not I for your own sake, for I have many ill qualities.
Which is one.
I say my prayers aloud.
I love you the better. The hearers may cry, Amen.
God, match me with a good dancer.
Amen.
And God, keep him out of my sight when the dance is done. Answer, clerk.
No more words. The clerk has answered.
I know you well enough. You are Signor Antonio.
Edward, I am not.
I know you by the waggling of your head.
To tell you true, I counterfeit him.
You could never do him so ill well unless you were the very man. Here's his dry hand up and down. You are he, you are he.
Edward, I am not.
Come, come. Do you think I do not know you by your excellent wit? Can virtue hide itself? Go to, Mum, you are he. Graces will appear and there's an end.
Will you not tell me who told you so?
No, you shall pardon me.
Nor will you not tell me who you are?
Not now.
That I was disdainful, and that I had my good wit from the 100 merry tales. Why, it was Signor Benedick that said so.
Oh, what is he?
I am sure you know him well enough.
Not I, believe me.
He never make you laugh.
I pray you, what is he?
Why, he is the prince's jester. A very dull fool, only his gift is in devising impossible slanders. None but libertines delight in him, and the commendation is not in his wit, but in his villainy. For he both pleases men and angers them, and they laugh at him and they beat him. Sure he's in the fleet, I wouldn't be bored at me.
When I know the gentleman, I will tell him what you say.
Do. You will but break a comparison or two on me, which, peradventure, not marked or not laughed at, strikes him into melancholy. And then there's a partridge ring saved for full week, no dinner that night. Come, we must all believe this.
In every good thing.
Nay, if they do you any ill, I will leave them at the next term.
Sure, my brother is amorous on Hero, and hath withdrawn with her father to break with him about it.
The ladies follow her, yet one visor remains. And that is Claudio. I know him by his bearing.
Are you not Signor Benedick?
You know me well. I'm him.
Signor, you're very near my brother in his love. He is enamored on Hero. I pray, dissuade him from her. She is no equal for his birth. You would play the part of an honest man.
How know you he loves her?
I heard him swear his affection.
So did I too. He swore he'd marry her tonight.
Come, let us to the banquet.
Thus answer I in name of Benedick. But hear these ill news with the ears of Claudio. 'Tis certain so. The prince rules for himself. Oh, friendship is constant in all things, save in the office and affairs of love. Therefore, all hearts in love use their own tongues. Let every eye negotiate for itself and trust no agent. For beauty is a witch, against whose charms fate melteth into blood. This is an accident of hourly proof, which I mistrusted not. Farewell, therefore, hero.
Count Claudio?
Yea, the same.
Ah, come, will you go with me?
Whither?
Even to the next willow. On your own business, County. Tell me, in what fashion will you wear the garland of? About your neck, like a usurer's chain, or under your arm, like a lieutenant's scarf? You must wear it one way, for the prince hath got your hero.
I wish him joy of her.
Well, that is spoken like an honest drover, so there's some bollocks. Do you really think the prince would have served you thus?
I pray you leave me.
Oh, ho, ho, ho! Now you strike like the blind man. It was the boy who stole me, and you'll beat the post.
Will not be, I'll leave you.
Alas. All hurt found, now creep into the sedges. But that my lady Beatrice should know me, and not know. And the prince's fool? It may be that I go under that name because I am married. No! I'm apt to do myself wrong. I am not so reputed. No, it is the base and bitter disposition of Lady Beatrice that puts the world into her person and so gives me out. Well, I'll be revenged as I may.
Now, senor, where's the count? Did you see him?
Troth, my lord, I have played the part of Lady Fame. I found him here as melancholy as a lodge in a warren. I told him, and I think I told him true, that your grace had won the goodwill of this young lady. I offered him my company to a willow tree, either to fashion him a garland as being forsaken, or to bind him a rod as being worthy to be whipped.
To be whipped? What's his fault?
The flat transgression of a schoolboy who, overjoyed at finding a bird's nest, shows it his companion, and he steals it.
Wilt thou make trust a transgression? The transgression is in the stealer.
Yet it had not been amiss, the rod had been made, and the garland too. For the garland he might have worn himself, and the rod he might have bestowed on you, who, as I take it, have stolen his bird's nest.
I will but teach them to sing, and restore them to the owner.
While you're singing, they answer your saying, by my faith, you say honestly.
The Lady Beatrice hath a quarrel to you. The gentleman that danced with her told her she is much wronged by you.
Oh! Oh! She misused me! Past the endurance of a block! An oak, but with one green leaf, would have answered her. My very visor began to assume life and sculled with her. I told her, she told me, not thinking I had been myself, that I was the prince's jester. And I was duller than a great Thor, huddling jest upon jest with such impossible conveyance that I stood like a man in a mark, with a whole army shooting at me. She speaks poniards, and every word stabs. If her breath were as terrible as her terminations, there were no living near her. She would infect to the North Star. I would not marry her, were she endowed with all that Adam had left him before he transgressed. She would have made Hercules turn spit, yea, cleft his club to make his fire too. Come, talk not of her. You shall find her the infernal art in good apparel. Oh, I would to God some scholar would conjure her. For certainly while men live here, they may live as quietly as in hell, as in a sanctuary. A man sit upon purpose to go thither. So indeed, all disquiet, horror, and perturbation follow her.
Look, here she comes.
Oh, God. Would your grace command me on any service to the world's end, I will go on the slightest errand to the antipodes that you can devise to send me on. I will fetch a toothpicker from the furthest inch of Asia, bring you the length of John Prester's foot, fetch you a hair from the great Cham's beard, go on any embassage to the Pygmies, rather than hold 3 words conference with this harpy! You have no such employment for me.
None but to desire your good company.
Oh, God, sir, this is a dish I cannot endure. I cannot endure my lady tongue!
Come, lady, come. You have lost the heart of Signor Benedick.
Indeed, my lord. I lent him a while and gave him full use for it. A double heart for his single one. Mary, once before you wanted me with false dice, therefore your grace may well say I have lost it.
You have put him down, lady. You have put him down.
So I should not he should do me, my lord, lest I should prove the mother of fools. But here is Signor, Count Claudio, whom you sent me to seek.
Why, how now, Count? Wherefore are you sad?
Not sad, my lord.
How then, sick?
Neither, my lord.
The Count is neither sad, nor sick, nor merry, nor well. But civil Count, civil as an orange, and something of that jealous complexion.
In faith, lady, I think your blazon to be true. Though I'll be sworn, if he be so, his conceit is false. Here, Claudio, I have wooed in thy name, and fair hero is won. I've broke with her father, and his goodwill obtained. Name the day of marriage, and God give thee joy.
Count, take of me my daughter, and with her my fortunes. His grace hath made the match, and all grace say amen to it.
Speak, Count, 'tis your cue.
Silence is the perfectest herald of joy. I were but little happy if I could say how much. Lady, as you are mine, I am yours. I give away myself for you and dote upon the exchange.
Speak, cousin, or if you cannot, stop his mouth with a kiss and let Olivia speak neither.
In faith, lady, you have a merry heart.
Indeed, my lord, I thank it. Poor fool keeps on the windy side of care. My cousin tells him in his ear that he is in her heart.
And so she doth, cousin.
Good lord for alliance, and so goes everyone to the world but I. And I am sunburnt. I may sit in a corner and cry hi-ho for a husband.
Lady Beatrice, I will get you one.
I'd rather have one of your father's getting. Has your grace there a brother like you? Your father got excellent husbands if a maid could come by them.
Will you have me, lady?
No, my lord. Unless I might have another working days. Your grace is too costly to wear every day. But I beg your grace's pardon. I was born to speak all mirth and no matter.
Your silence most offends me. To be merry best becomes you. For out of question you were born in a merry hour.
No, sure, my lord, my mother cried. But then there was a star dance, and under that was I born. Cousins, God give you joy.
Lise, will you look to those things I told you of?
Cry you mercy, uncle, by your grace's pardon.
By my troth, a pleasant-spirited lady.
There's little of the melancholy element in her, my lord. She is never sad but when she sleeps, and not ever sad then. For I have heard my daughter say she hath often dreamt of unhappiness, and waked herself with laughing.
She cannot endure to hear tell of a husband.
By no means. She mocks all her wooers out of suit.
She were an excellent wife for Benedick.
Oh, Lord. My lord, if they were married but a week, they would talk themselves mad.
County Claudio, when mean you to go to church?
Tomorrow, my lord. Time goes on crutches till love have all his rights.
Not till Monday, my dear son, which is hence a just 7 night, and a time too brief, too, to have all things answer my mind.
Come, you shake the head at so long a breathing. But I warrant thee, Claudio, the time shall not go dully by us. I will in the interim undertake one of Hercules' labors, which is to bring the Lady Beatrice and Signor Benedick into a mountain of affection, the one with the other. I would fain have it a match, and I doubt not but to fashion it, if you three will but minister such assistance as I shall give you direction.
My lord, I am for you, though it cost me 10 nights' watches.
And I, my lord.
And you too, gentle hero.
I will do any modest office, my lord, to help my cousin to a good husband.
And Benedick is not the unhopefulest husband that I know. Thus far can I praise him. He is of a noble strain, of a proven valor and confirmed honesty. I will teach you how to humor your cousin, that she shall fall in love with Benedick. And I, with your two helps, will so practice on Benedick that, in despite of his quick wit and his queasy stomach, he shall fall in love with Beatrice. If we can do this, Cupid is no longer an archer. His glory shall be ours, for we are the only love gods. Go in with me, and I will tell you my drift.
It is so. The Count Claudio will marry the daughter of Leonato.
Yea, my lord, but I can cross it.
Any bar, any cross, any impediment will be medicinable to me. I am sick in displeasure to him, and whatsoever comes athwart his affection ranges evenly with mine. How canst thou cross this marriage?
Not honestly, my lord. But so covertly that no dishonesty shall appear in me.
Show me briefly how.
I think I told your lordship a year since how much I am in the favour of Margaret, the serving gentlewoman of Hero.
I remember.
I can, at any unseasonable instant of the night, point her to look out of her mistress's chamber window.
What life is there in that to be the death of this marriage?
The poison of that lies in you to temper. Go you to the prince your brother, spare not to tell him that she doth wrong his honour in marrying the most renowned Claudio, whose estimation you do mightily hold up, to a contaminated stale, such a one as Hero.
What proof shall I make of that?
Proof enough to misuse the prince, vex Claudio, undo Hero, but kill Leonato. Look you for any other issue?
Only to despite them. I will endeavour anything.
Now go then. Find me a meet hour to draw the prince and Claudio alone. Tell them you know Hero loves me. Intend a kind of zeal to both the prince and Claudio, as, in love of your brother's honour, who hath made this match, his friend's reputation, who is like to be cozened to the semblance of a maid that you have discovered thus. They will scarcely believe you without trial. Offer them various instances, which shall prove no less the likelihood than to see me at her chamber window. Hear me call Margaret Hero, and hear Hero term me Claudio, and bring them to see this the very night before the intended marriage. For I shall thus fashion the matter that Hero is absent. And there shall be such seeming truth in Hero's disloyalty, that jealousy shall be called assurance, and all preparation overthrown.
Grow this to whatever adverse issue it can. I will put it to practice. Be cunning in the working of this, and thy fee shall be 1,000 ducats.
Be you constant in your accusation, and my cunning shall not shame me.
I will presently go learn the day of marriage.
In my chamber window lies a book. Bring it hither to
Senor.
bring it hither to me in the orchard. I do much wonder that one man, seeing how much another man is a fool when he dedicates his behaviors to love, will, after he hath laughed at such shallow follies in others, become the argument of his own scorn by falling in love. I mean, such a man is Claudio. I have known when there was no music with him but the drum and the fife. And now, he'd rather listen to the tabor and the pipe. I have known when he would have walked 10 miles afoot to see a good harbour. And now, he lies 10 nights awake, carving the fashion of a new doublet. He was wont to speak plain and to the purpose, like an honest man and a soldier. And now, he has turned orthographer. His words were a very fantastical banquet, just so many strange dishes. May I be so converted to see with these eyes? I cannot tell. I think not. I will not be sworn, but love may transform me to an oyster. But I'll take my oath on it. Till love has made an oyster of me, it shall never make me such a fool. I mean, one woman is fair, yet I am well. Another wise, yet I am well. Another virtuous, yet I am well. But till all grace is in one woman shall not come into my grace. Rich she shall be. That is certain. Wise, or I'll none. Virtuous, or I'll never cheapen her. Mild, or come not near me. Noble, or not I for an angel. Of good discourse, an excellent musician, and her hair shall be... no, of whatever colour it pleaseth God. Oh, the Prince and Monsieur Love. Will hide me in the arbour.
Come on, shall we hear this music?
Oh, very well, my lord. No. How still the evening is, as hushed on purpose to grace harmony.
See you where Benedick hath hid himself?
Oh, very well, my lord. The music ended, we'll fit the kid fox with a pennyworth.
Come, Balthazar! We'll hear that song again!
Oh, good my lord. Tax not so bad a voice to slander music any more than once.
It is the witness still of excellency to put a strange face on his own perfection. I pray thee sing, and let me woo no more.
Because you talk of wooing, I will sing. Since many a wooer doth commence his suit to her he thinks not worthy, yet he woos, yet will he swear he loves.
Nay, pray thee, come. Or, if thou wilt hold longer argument, do it in notes.
Note this before my notes. There's not a note of mine that's worth the noting.
Why, he's a very artist that he speaks. Note notes, forsooth, and noting.
Now divine air, now is his soul ravished. It's not strange that sheep's guts should hail souls out of men's bodies. Well, more for my money when all's done.
Sigh no more, ladies, sigh no more. Were deceivers ever, one foot in sea and one on shore?
ditties, sing no more of dumps so dull and heavy. The fraud of men was ever so, since summer first was leafy, then some not so, but let them go and be blithe and bonny, converting all your sounds of woe into a
By my troth, a good song.
and an ill singer, my lord.
No, faith, thou singest well enough for a shift.
And a dog should have howled thus, they would have hanged him. I pray God his bad voice bode no mischief. I had as lief heard the night raven come what plague could come after it.
Yea, Mary, dost thou hear, Balthazar? I pray thee, get us some excellent music, for tomorrow night we would have it at the Lady Hero's chamber window.
The best I can, my lord.
Do so, farewell. Come hither, Leonato. What was it you told me of today, that your niece Beatrice was in love with Signor Benedick?
Oh, aye. Stalk on, the fowl sits. I never did think that lady would have loved any man.
No, nor I neither. But most wonderful she should so dote on Signor Benedick, whom she hath in all outward behaviours seemed ever to abhor.
Is it possible? Since the winter I called her.
By my troth, my lord, I cannot tell what to think of it, but that she loves him with an enraged affection. It is past the infinite of thought.
Maybe she doth but counterfeit.
Faith, like enough.
Counterfeit. There was never counterfeit of passion came so close the life of passion as she discovers it.
Why, what effects of passion shows she?
Bid look well, this fish will bite.
What effects, my lord? She will sit? You heard my daughter tell you how.
She did indeed.
How, I pray you. You amaze me! I would have thought her spirit had been invincible against all assaults of affection.
I would have sworn it had, my lord, especially against Benedick.
I should think this a gull. The white-bearded fellow speaks it. Such knavery cannot hide itself in such reverence.
He hath taken the infection. Hold it up.
Hath she made her affection known to Benedick?
No, and swears she never will. That's her torment.
'Tis true indeed.
So your daughter says. Shall I, says she, that have so often countered him with scorn, write to him that I love him?
This she says now when she's beginning to write to him, for she'll be up 20 times a night. And there she will sit in her smock, till she hath writ a sheet of paper. My daughter tells us all.
Now that you talk of a sheet of paper, I remember a pretty jest your daughter told us of.
Oh, when she had read it, and was reading it out, she found Benedick and Beatrice between the sheets.
That.
Well, she railed herself she should be so immodest to write one she knows would flout her. I measure him, says she, by my own spirit. For I know I should flout him if he writ to me. Yea, though I love him, I should.
Then down upon her knees she falls, weeps, sobs, beats her heart, tears her hair, prays, curses. Oh, sweet Benedick, God give thee patience.
She doth indeed. My daughter says so. And the ecstasy hath so overborne her. The ecstasy hath so overborne her that my daughter is sometime afeard she may do a desperate outrage to herself. It's very true.
It were good that Benedick knew of it by some other, that she will not discover.
To what end? He would make but a sport of it, and torment the poor lady worse.
And he should. It were an alms to hang him. She's an excellent sweet lady, and out of all suspicion, she is virtuous.
And she is exceeding wise.
In everything but in loving Benedick.
Oh! Woof! Woof!
Oh, my lord, wisdom and blood combating in so tender a body. We are 10 proofs to 1 that blood hath the victory. I am sorry for her, as I have just cause, being her uncle and her guardian.
I would she had bestowed this dotage on me. I would have doffed all other respects and made her half myself. I pray you, tell Benedick of it, and hear what he will say.
Were it good, think you?
Hero thinks surely she will die. For she says she will die if you love her not. And she will die ere she make her love known. And she will die if you woo her. Rather than she would bate one breath of her accustomed crossness.
She doth well. If she should make tender of her love, 'tis very possible he'll scorn it. For the man, as you know all, hath a contemptible spirit.
He is a very proper man.
He hath indeed a good outward happiness.
Before God, and in my mind, very wise.
He doth indeed show some sparks that are like wit.
And I take him to be valiant.
As Hector, I assure you, and in the managing of his quarrels, you may say he is wise, for either he avoids them with great discretion, or he undertakes them with the most Christian-like fear.
If he do fear God, I must necessarily keep peace. If he break the peace, he ought to enter into a quarrel with fear and trembling.
And so will he do. For the man doth fear God, howsoever it seems not in him by some large jests he will make. Well, I am sorry for your niece. Shall we go seek Benedick and tell him of her love?
Nay, never tell him, my lord. Let her wear it out with good counsel.
Nay, that's impossible. She may wear her heart out first.
Well, we will hear further of it by your daughter. Let it cool the while. I love Benedick well, and I could wish he would modestly examine himself to see how much he is unworthy so good a lady.
My lord, will you walk? Dinner is ready.
If you do not dote on her upon this, I will never trust my expectation.
Let there be the same net spread for her, and that must your daughter and her gentlewoman carry. The sport will be when they hold one in opinion of another's dotage, and no such matter. That's the scene that I would see, which would be merely a dumb show. Let us send her to call him in to dinner.
This can be no trick! The conference was sadly born. They had the truth of this from Hero. They seem to pity the lady. It seems her affections have their full bent. Love me. It must be requited. I hear how I am censured. They say I bear myself proudly if I perceive the love come from her. They say too that she would rather die than show any sign of affection. I never did think to marry. I must not seem proud. Happy are they that can hear their detractions and put them to mending. They say the lady is fair. 'Tis a truth. I can bear them witness. And virtuous. I cannot reprove it. And wise, but for loving me. Oh, by my troth, that is no addition to her wit, nor no great argument of her folly. For I will be horribly in love with her! Oh, I may chance have some odd quirks and remnants of wit broken on me, because I have railed so long against marriage. But doth not the appetite alter? A man loves the meat in his youth that he cannot endure in his age. Shall quips and sentences and paper bullets of the brain alter a man from the career of his humour? No! The world must be people! When I said I would die a bachelor, I never did think I would live till I were married. Oh, here comes Lady Beatrice. By this day she is a fair lady. I do spy some marks of love in her.
Against my will, I am sent to bid you come in to dinner.
Oh, Fair Beatrice, I thank you for your pains.
I took no more pains for those thanks than you took pains to thank me.
You take pleasure then in the message?
Yea, just so much as you may take upon a knife's point and choke a door withal. You have no stomachs in your fare you well.
Against my will, I am sent to bid you come into dinner. There's a double meaning in that. I took no more pains for those thanks than you took pains to thank me. Well, that's as much to say any pains I take for your sake are as easy as thanks. If I do not love her, I am a villain. If I do not take pity on her, I am a Jew. I must go get a picture.
Margaret, run thee to the parlour. There shalt thou find my cousin Beatrice proposing with the prince and Claudio. Whisper her ear and tell her I and Ursula walk in the orchard, and our whole discourse is all of her. Say that thou overheardst us, and bid her steal into the pleached bower, where honeysuckles ripened by the sun forbid the sun to enter, like favorites made proud by princes that advance their pride against the power that bred them. There will she hide her till us an hour propose. This is thy office, fare thee well in it, and leave us alone.
I'll make her come, I warrant you presently.
Now, Ursula, when Beatrice doth come, as we do trace this alley up and down, our talk must only be of Benedick. When I do name him, let it be thy part to praise him more than ever man did merit. My talk to thee must be how Benedick is sick in love with Beatrice. Of this matter is little Cupid's crafty arrow made, that only wounds by hearsay. Now begin, for look where Beatrice like a lapwing runs, coast by the ground, to hear our conference.
The pleasantest angling is to see the fish cut with her golden oars the silver stream, and so devour the treacherous bait. So angle we for Beatrice, who even now is couched in the woodbine coverture. Fear you not my part of the dialogue.
Then go we near her, let her ear lose nothing of the false sweet bait that we lay for it. No, truly, Ursula, she is too disdainful. I know her spirits are as coy and wild as haggards of the rock.
But are you sure that Benedick loves Beatrice so entirely?
So says the prince and my betrothed lord.
And did they bid you tell her of it, madam?
They did entreat me to acquaint her of it, but I persuaded them. They loved Benedick to wish him a wrestle with affection, and never to let Beatrice know of it.
Why did you so? Doth not the gentleman deserve as full as fortunate a bed as ever Beatrice shall couch upon?
Oh, God of love, I know he doth deserve as much as may be yielded to a man. But nature never framed a woman's heart of prouder stuff than that of Beatrice. Disdained and scorned by sparkling in her eyes, despising what they look at. And her wit values itself so highly that to her all matter else seems weak. She cannot love, nor take no shape nor project of affection. She is so self-endeared.
Sure that is so. And therefore certainly it were not good she knew his love, lest she make sport at it.
Why, you speak truth. I never yet saw a man, how wise, how noble, young, how rarely featured, but she would spell him backward. If fair, why she would swear the gentleman should be her sister. If black, by nature, drawing of an antic, made a foul blot. If tall, a lance ill-headed. If low, an agate very vilely cut. If speaking, why a vein blown with all winds. If silent, why a block, moved with none. So turns she every man the wrong side out, and never gives to truth and virtue that which simpleness and merit purchaseth.
Sure, such carping is not commendable.
No, not to be so odd, and from all fashions as Beatrice is, cannot be commendable. But who dare tell her so? If I should speak, she would mock me into air. Oh, she would laugh me out of myself, press me to death with wit. Therefore let Benedick, like covered fire, consume away in sighs, waste inwardly. It were a better death than die with mocks, which is as bad as die with tickling.
Yet tell her of it, madam. Hear what she will say.
No, rather I will go to Benedick and counsel him to fight against his passions. And truly, I'll devise some honest slanders to stain my cousin with. One doth not know how much of word they empoison liking.
Oh, do not do your cousin such a wrong. She cannot be so without true judgment, having so swift and excellent a wit as she is prized to have, as to refuse so rare a gentleman as Signor Benedick.
He is the only man of Italy, always excepting my dear Claudio.
I pray you be not angry with me, madam, speaking my fancy. But Signor Benedick, for size, for shape, argument, and valor, goes foremost in report through Italy.
Indeed, he hath an excellent good name.
His excellence did earn it ere he had it. When are you married, madam?
Why, every day tomorrow. Come, go in. I'll show thee some attires, and have thy counsel, which is the best, to furnish me tomorrow.
She's limed, I warrant you. We have caught her, madam.
If it proves so, then loving goes by halves. Some Cupid kills with arrows, some with traps.
What fire is in mine ears? Can this be true? Stand I condemned for pride and scorn so much? Contempt farewell, and maiden pride adieu. No glory lives behind the back of such. And Benedick, love on, I will requite thee, taming my wild heart to thy loving hand. If thou dost love, my kindness will incite thee to bind our loves in a holy band. For others say thou dost deserve, and I believe it, better than reporting thee.
must stay till your marriage be consummate, and then go I toward Aragon.
I'll bring you thither, my lord, if you'll vouchsafe me.
Nay, that would be as great a soil in the new gloss of your marriage as to show a child his new coat, and then forbid him to wear it. I will only be bold with Benedick for his company, for from the crown of his head to the sole of his foot, he is all mirth. He hath twice or thrice cut Cupid's bowstring, and the little hangman dare not shoot at him. He hath a heart as sound as a bell, and his tongue as the clapper, for what his heart thinks, his tongue speaks.
Gallants. I'm not as I have been.
So say I. Methinks you are sadder.
I hope he be in love.
Hang him truant! There's no true drop of blood in him to be truly touched with love. If he be sad, he wants money.
I have the toothache.
Draw it.
Hang it. You must draw it first and hang it afterwards.
What? Sigh for the toothache?
Or is but a humour or a worm?
Well, everyone can master a grief, but he that has it.
Yet say I, he be in love.
There is no appearance of fancy in him, unless it be a fancy that he hath. To strange disguises, as to be a Dutchman today, a Frenchman tomorrow, or in the shape of two countries at once, as a German from the waist downward, all Slavs, and as a Spaniard from the hip upward, no doublet. Unless he have a fancy to this foolery, as it appears he hath, he is no fool for fancy, as you would have it appear he is.
If he be not in love with some woman, then there are no believing old signs. He brushes his hat on mornings. What should that bode?
Hath any man seen him at the barber's?
No, but the barber's man hath been seen with him.
He does look younger than he did.
Nay, he rubs himself with civet. Can you smell him out by that?
Oh, come on. Ah. Yes, okay.
That's as much to say, the sweet youth is in love.
The greatest note of it is his melancholy.
When was he want to wash his face?
Yea, or to paint himself, for the which I hear what they say of him.
Nay, and his jesting spirit, which is now crept into a lute string, and now governed by stops.
Indeed, that tells a heavy tale for him. Conclude, conclude. He is in love.
Nay, but I know who loves him.
That would I know too. I warrant one that knows him not.
Yea, and his ill conditions, and in despite of all, dies for him.
She shall be buried with her face upwards.
Yet this is no charm for the toothache.
Walk aside with me, senor. I've studied 8 or 9 wise words which I must speak to you, which these hobby horses must not hear.
For my life, to break with him about Beatrice.
'Tis even so. Hero and Margaret have by this played their part with Beatrice, and then the two bears will not bite one another when they meet.
My lord and brother, God save you.
Good den, brother.
If your leisure served, I would speak with you.
In private?
If it please you. Yet Count Claudio may hear, for what I would speak of concerns him.
What's the matter?
Means your lordship to be married tomorrow.
You know he does.
I know not that, when he knows what I know.
If there be any impediment, I pray you discover it.
You may think I love you not. Let that appear hereafter, and aim better at me by that I now will manifest. For my brother, I think he holds you well, and in dearness of heart hath hoped to effect your ensuing marriage. Surely suit ill spent, labor ill bestowed.
Why? What's the matter?
I came hither to tell you, and circumstances shortened, for she has been too long a talking of. The lady is disloyal.
Who? Hero?
Even she. Leonato's hero. Your hero. Every man's hero.
disloyal?
The word is too good to paint out her wickedness. I could say she were worse. Think you a worse title, and I will fit her to it. Wonder not, till further warrant. Go but with me, and you shall see her chamber window entered even the night before her wedding day. If you love her, then tomorrow wed her. But it would better fit your honor to change your mind.
May this be so?
I will not think it.
If you dare not trust that you see, confess not that you know. If you will follow me, I will show you enough. And when you have seen more and heard more, proceed accordingly.
If I should see anything tonight, why I should not marry her tomorrow. In the congregation where I shall wed, there will I shame her.
And as I would for thee to obtain her, I'll join with thee to disgrace her.
I will disparage her no further until you are my witnesses. Bear it coldly until midnight, and let the issue show itself.
Oh, day untowardly turned.
Oh, mischief strangely thwarted.
Oh, plague right well prevented. So shall you say, scenes.
Are you good men and true?
Yea, or else it were pity, but they should suffer salvation, body and soul.
Nay, that were too good a punishment for them, if they should have any allegiance in them, being chosen for the prince's watch.
Well, give them their charge, neighbor Dogberry.
First, who think you the most desertless man to be constable of the watch?
Hugh Oakcake, sir, or George Seacole, for they can write and read.
Come hither, neighbor Seacole. God hath blessed you with a good name. To be a well-favored man comes by fortune, but to read and write come by nature.
Both of which, Master Constable.
You have! I knew it would be your answer. Well, sir, for your favor, why give God thanks and make no boast of it? As for your reading and writing, let that appear when there is no need for such vanities. You are thought here to be the most senseless and fit man to be constable of the watch. Therefore, bear you the lantern. This is your charge. You are to comprehend all vagrom men. You are to bid any man stand in the prince's name.
How if a will not stand?
Why then, let him go. And presently call the watch together and give thanks to God you are rid of a knave.
He will not stand when he is bidden. He is none of the prince's subjects.
True, and they are to meddle with none but the prince's subjects. Also, you are to make no noise in the streets. For the watch to babble and to talk is most tolerable and not to be endured.
We will rather Sleep. Then talk. We know what becomes of a watch.
You speak like a most ancient and quiet watchman. For I cannot see how sleeping should offend. Only have a care that your bills be not stolen. Well, you are to call at all the alehouses and bid those that are drunk get them to bed.
How? If they will not?
Why, let them alone till they are sober. And if they make not then the better answer, you may say that they are not the men you took them for.
Well, sir.
If you meet a thief, you may by your office suspect him to be no true man. But for such a sort as those, why, the less you meddle or make with them, the more is for your honesty.
If we know him to be a thief, shall we not lay hands on him?
By virtue of your office, you may. But I rather think that they that touch pitch will be defiled. No, the most peaceable way for you, if you should meet a thief, is to let him show himself what he is and steal out of your company.
You have always been called a merciful man, partner.
True, I would not hang a dog by my will, let alone a man who hath any honesty in him.
If you hear a child cry in the night, you must call the nurse, bid her still it. How if the nurse be asleep and will not hear us?
Let the child wake her by crying. For the ewe that will not hear her lamb when he baas will never hear the calf when he bleats.
Ah, 'tis very true.
This is the end of the charge. You, constable, are to present the prince's own person. If you meet the prince in the night, you may stay him.
Nay, that I think it cannot.
5 shillings to 1 on it with any man who knows the statutes. He may. Not without the prince be willing, of course. For the watch is to offend no man, and to stay a man against his will is surely an offense.
I think it be so.
Well, masters, good night. And there be any matters of weight chances, call up me. Keep your fellows' counsels and your own, and good night. Come, neighbor.
Well, masters, we hear our charge. Let us go and sit here upon the church bench till 2, and then all to bed.
One word more. Sirs, be watchful about Signor Leonato's door. For the wedding being there tomorrow, there is a great coil about tonight. Adieu, masters. Be vigilant, I beseech you.
I will owe thee an answer for that. And now forward with thy tale.
Stand thee by then, under this penthouse, for it drizzles rain. And I will, like a true drunkard, after all to thee.
Some treason, masters. Yet stand close.
Therefore, know that I have an end of Don John. 1,000 ducats.
Is it possible any villainy should be so dear?
Thou shouldst rather ask if it were possible any villainy should be so rich. For when rich villains have need of poor ones, showest thou art unconfirmed. Thou knowest the fashion of a doublet, or a hat, or a cloak. Means nothing to a man.
Yes, it is apparel.
I mean the fashion.
Yes, the fashion is the fashion.
Ah, tush! I might as well say the fool is the fool. What seest thou not, I say? What a deformed thief this fashion is.
I know that deformed. He has been a vile thief this past 7 years. Goes up and down like a gentleman. I remember his name.
Didst thou not hear somebody?
No, 'twas the vein on the house.
Oh, seest thou not, I say? What a deformed thief this fashion is. How giddily it turns about. All the hot bloods between 14, 5 and 30. Sometimes fashioning them like Pharaoh's soldiers in the Ricci painting. Sometimes like God Bell's priests in the old church window. Sometimes like the shaven Hercules in the smirched, wormy tapestry.
All this I see, and I see as well that the fashion wears on more peril than the man. But art not thou thyself giddy with the fashion, that thou hast moved out of thy tale into telling me of the fashion?
Not so neither. But know that I have this night wooed Margaret, the certain gentlewoman of Hero, by the name of Hero. She leans me out of her mistress's chamber window and bids me 1,000 times good night. Good night. Good night. Good I tell you this tale vilely. I should first tell thee the prince and Claudio and Don John, my master, planted, placed, and possessed by my master, saw from afar off in the orchard this amiable encounter.
And thought they Margaret was Hero?
Two of them did, the prince and Claudio. But Don John, my master, knew it was Margaret, and partly by his oaths, which didst first possess them, and partly by the dark night, which didst deceive them. But chiefly by my villainy, which didst confirm any slander he had made. Away went Claudio, enraged, swore he'd meet him, as he was appointed in the morning at the temple, and there, for the whole congregation, shame her with what he saw all night, but send her home again, without a husband.
We charge you with the prince's name, stand. Call up the right master constable. We have here recovered the most dangerous piece of
is among them. I know him. Wears a lock.
Masters.
You may bring deformed forth, I warrant you. Never speak, we charge you. Let us obey you to go with us.
We are like to prove a goodly commodity, taken up of these men's bills.
Oh, a commodity in question, I warrant you. Come, we'll obey you.
Good Ursula, wake my cousin Beatrice and desire her to rise.
I will, lady.
And bid her come hither.
Well,
Troth, I think your other rubato were better.
No, pray me, good man. I'll wear this.
By my troth's not so good, and I warrant your cousin will say so.
My cousin's a fool, and thou art clever. I learn none but this.
I like the new tire within excellently, if the hair were a thought browner. And your gown's a most rare fashion, ye faith. I saw the Duchess of Milan's gown that they praised so.
Oh, that exceeds, they say.
By my troth, but a nightgown in respect of yours, cloth a golden cuts, laced with silver, set with pearls, down sleeves, side sleeves, and skirts round underborne with a bluish tinsel. But for fine, quaint, graceful, and excellent fashion, yours is worth 10 on't.
God, give me joy to wear it. My heart is exceeding heavy.
'Twill be heavier soon by the weight of a man.
Oh, fie upon thee! Art not ashamed?
Of what, lady? Of speaking honorably? Is not marriage honorable in a beggar? Is not your lord honorable without marriage? I think you would have me say, and saving you reverence a husband. And bad thinking do not rest true speaking on the fence to nobody. Is there any harm in the heavier for a husband? None, I think, can it be the right husband and the right wife. Otherwise, 'tis light and not heavy. Ask my lady Beatrice, here she comes.
Good morrow, cuz.
Good morrow, sweet hero.
Why, how now? Speak you in a sick tune.
I'm not full of a tune, methinks.
Clef's a delight to love, that goes without a burden. Do you sing it, not dance it?
Ye light in love with your heels, then. If your husband have stables enough, you'll see shall lack no bonds.
Oh, illegitimate construction. I scorn that with my heels.
It's almost 5 o'clock, cousin. 'Tis time you were ready. Hi-ho, I'm exceeding ill.
For a hawk, a horse, or a husband.
For the letter that begins them all, H.
And you be not turned turk, there's no more sailing by the star.
What means the fool, trow?
Nothing I, but God send everyone their heart's desire.
These gloves the Count sent me. They are an excellent perfume.
I'm stuffed, cousin. I cannot spell.
What? A maid and stuffed? There's goodly catching of cold.
Oh, God help me, God help me. How long have you professed apprehension?
Ever since you left it, doth not my wit become me rarely?
It is not seen enough you should wear it in your cap. On my troth, I'm exceeding ill.
Get you some of this distilled Cardus Benedictus and lay it to your heart. 'Tis the only thing for quo.
There thou prickst her with a thistle.
Benedictus. My Benedictus, you have some moral in this Benedictus?
Moral? No, by my troth, I have no moral meaning. I meant plain holy thistle. You may think, perchance, that I think you are in love. Nay, I am not such a fool to think what I list, nor I list not to think what I can, nor indeed I cannot think if I would think my heart out of thinking that you are in love, or that you will be in love, or that you can be in love. Yet, Benedick was such another, and now has he become a man. He swore he would never marry, and now, in despite of his heart, he eats his meat without grudging. And how you may be converted, I know not. But methinks you look with your eyes as other women do.
What pace is this that thy tongue keeps?
Not a false gallop.
Madam, withdraw. The prince, the count, Signor Benedick, John, and all the gallants of the land have come to fetch you to church.
How to dress me, good cuz, good man, good Ursula.
honest neighbour.
Marry, sir, we would have some confidence with you that discerns you dearly.
Brief, I pray you, for you see it is a busy time with me.
Marry, this it is, sir.
Yes, in truth, it is, sir.
What is it, good friends?
Goodman Burgess, sir, speaks a little off the mark. A good old man, sir, but his wits are not so blunt as God help I wish they were. But, if faith, honest as the skin between his brows.
Yes, I thank God I am as honest as any man living, who is an old man, and no honester than I.
Comparisons are odorous, palabras, neighbor Burgess.
Neighbours, you are tedious.
It pleases your worship to say so. But we are the poor duke's officers. But for mine own self, were I as tedious as a king, I would find it in my heart to bestow it all on your worship.
All my tediousness on me, eh?
Yea, and 20,000 pounds more than 'tis. For I have heard as good exclamation on your name as on any man in Messina, and though I be but a poor man, I am glad to hear it.
And so am I.
I would fain know what you have to say.
Marry, sir, our watch tonight, accepting your worship's presence, has ta'en a couple of as errant knaves as any in Messina.
A good old man, sir. He will be talking. As they say, when the age is in, the wit is out. But God help us, it is a world to see. Well said, if faith, neighbor Burgess. Well, God's a good man. And two men ride of a horse, one must ride behind. Honest, if faith, as the skin between his brows, but God is to be worshipped. All men are not alike. Alas, good neighbor.
Indeed, neighbour, he comes too short of you.
Gifts that God gives.
I must leave you. I must leave you.
One word more, sir. Our watch, sir, have indeed comprehended two auspicious persons, which we would have examined today before your worship.
Take their examination yourself and bring it me. I am now in great haste, as it may appear unto you.
It shall be suffigance.
Drink some wine ere you go. Fare you well.
My lord, they stay for you to give your daughter to her husband.
I'll wait upon them. I am ready.
Go, good neighbor, get you to Francis Seacole. Bid him his pen and his inkhorn to the jail. We are now to examination these men.
And we must do it wisely.
We will spare for no wit, I warrant you. Here's that shall drive some of them to a non-com. Only get you the learned writer, and bid him write down our excommunication and meet me at the jail.
Come, Friar Francis, be brief, only to the plain form of marriage, and you may recount the particular duties afterwards.
You come hither, my lord, to marry this lady.
No.
You come to marry her. Friar Francis, you come to marry her.
Lady, you come to be married to this count.
I do.
If either of you know any inward impediment as to why you should not be conjoined, I charge you on your souls to utter it.
Know you any, hero?
None, my lord.
Know you any, count?
I dare make his answer. None.
What men dare do. What men may do. What men daily do, not knowing what they do.
How now? Interjections? Why then, some be of laughing as aha and he.
Stand me by, friar. Father, by your leave, will you with free and unconstrained soul give me this maid, your daughter?
As freely son as God did give her me.
And what have I to give you back? Whose worth may counterpoise this rich and precious gift?
Nothing, unless you render her again.
Sweet prince, you learn me noble thankfulness. There, Leonato, take her back again. Give not this rotten orange to your friend. She's but the sign and semblance of her honor. Behold, how like a maid she blushes there. Oh, what authority and show of truth can cunning sin cover itself withal? Comes not that blood as modest evidence to witness simple virtue? Would you not swear, all you that see her, that she were made by these exterior shows? She is none. She knows the heat of a luxurious bed. Her blush is guiltiness, not modesty.
What do you mean, my lord?
Not to be married, not to knit my soul to an approved wanton.
My lord, if you, by your own proof, have vanquished the resistance of her youth and made defeat of her virginity.
I knew what you would say. If I had known her, you would say I did embrace her as a husband, and so extenuate the forehand sin. No, Leonato, I never tempted her with word too large, but as a brother to a sister, showed bashful sincerity and comely love.
And seemed I ever otherwise to you?
Out on me seeming! I will write against it. You seem to me as Dion in her orb, as chaste as is the bud ere it be blown. But you are more intemperate in your blood than Venus, or those pampered animals that rage in savage sensuality.
Is my lord well that he doth speak so wide?
Sweet prince, why speak not you?
What should I speak? I stand dishonored that have gone about to link my dear friend to a common stale.
Are these words spoken, or do I but dream?
Sir, they are spoken, and these things are true.
Oh, this looks not like a nuptial.
Leonato, stand I here? Is this the prince? Is this the prince's brother? Is this face heroes? Our eyes our own?
All this is so, my lord, but what of this?
Let me move but one question to your daughter, and by that fatherly and kindly power that you have in her, bid her answer truly.
I charge thee do so, as thou art my child.
Oh, God defend me! How am I beset? What kind of catechizing call you this?
To make you answer truly to your name.
Is it not hero? Who can blot that name with any just reproach?
Marry, that can, hero. Hero itself can blot out hero's virtue. What man was he that talked with you yesternight? Out at your window betwixt 12 and 1? Now, if you are a maid, answer to this.
I talked with no man at that hour, my lord.
Why then are you no maiden? Leonato, I am sorry you must hear. Upon mine honor, myself, my brother, and this grieved count did see her, hear her, and at that hour last night talk with a ruffian at her chamber window, who hath, most like a liberal villain, confessed the vile encounters they have had 1,000 times in secret.
Fie. They are not to be named, my lord, nor to be spoken of. There is not enough chastity in language without offense to utter them. Thus, pretty lady, I'm sorry for thine much misgovernment.
Oh, hero. What a hero hadst thou been if half thine outward graces had been placed about the thoughts and counsels of thy heart. But fare thee well, most foul, most fair. Farewell, thou pure impiety and impious purity. For thee I'll lock up all the gates of love, and on my eyelids shall conjecture hang, to turn all beauty into thoughts of harm, and never shall it more be gracious.
Hath no man's dagger here a point for me?
I am our cousin, wherefore seek you down?
Come, let us go. These things thus come to light,
Smother her spirits up.
How doth the lady?
Dead, I think. Help, uncle! Hero, why hero? Uncle! Signor Benedick Friar!
Oh, fate. Take not away thy heavy hand. Death is the fairest cover for her shame that may be wished for.
Why her now, cousin?
Have comfort, lady.
Dost thou look up?
Yea, wherefore should she not?
Wherefore? Why doth not every earthly thing cry shame upon her? Could she here deny the story that is printed in her blood? Do not live, hero, do not ope thine eyes. For did I think thou wouldst not quickly die? Thought I thy spirits were stronger than thy shames. Myself would, on the rearward of reproaches, struck at thy life. Grief die, I had but one. Should I for that frugal nature's frame? Oh, one too much by thee. Why had I one? Why ever wast thou lovely in my eyes? Why had I not with charitable hand taken up a beggar's issue at my gates, and smirched thus and mired with infamy? I might have said, no part of it is mine. The shame derives itself from unknown loins. But mine, and mine I loved, and mine I praised, and mine I was proud on. Mine so much that I myself was to myself not mine. Valuing of her. Why, she's fallen into a pit of ink, that the wide sea hath drops too few to wash her clean again, and salt too little which may season give to her foul, tainted flesh.
Sir, be patient. For my part, I am so attired in wonder, I know not what to say.
On my soul, my cousin is belied!
Lady, were you her bedfellow last night?
No, truly not. But until last night I had this 12-month been her bedfellow.
Oh, confirmed, confirmed. Oh, that is stronger made, which was before barred up with ribs of iron. Would the two princes lie? Or Claudio lie, who loved her so that speaking of her foulness, washed it with tears? Hence from her, let her die.
Hear me a little. For I've only been silent so long and given way to this course of fortune by noting of the lady. I have marked 1,000 blushing apparitions to start in her face, 1,000 innocent shames. In angel whiteness beat away those blushes, and in her eye there hath appeared a fire, to burn away the arrows the princes hold against her maiden truth. Oh, call me a fool. Trust not my reading nor my observation, which with experimental seal doth warrant the tenor of my book. Trust not my age, my reverence, calling nor divinity. If this lady lie here not guiltless, under some biting error.
Friar, it cannot be. Thou seest that all the grace she hath left is that she will not add to her damnation a sin of perjury. She not denies it. Why seekest thou to cover with excuse that which appears in proper nakedness?
Lady, what man is he that you are accused of?
They know that do accuse me. I know none. If I know more of any man alive than that which maiden modesty doth warrant, let all my sins lack mercy. Oh, my father, prove you that any man with me conversed at hours unmeet, or that I yesternight maintained the change of words with any creature, refuse me, hate me, torture me to death.
There is some strange misprison in the princes.
The two of them have the very bent of honor. If their wisdoms be misled in this, the practice of it lies in John the Bastard, whose spirits toil in the frame of villainies.
I know not. If they speak but truth of her, these hands shall tear her. If they wrong her honor, the proudest of them shall well hear of it. Time hath not yet so dried this blood of mine, nor age so eat up my invention, nor fortune made such havoc of my means, nor my bad life reft me so much of friends. But they shall find a weight in such a kind, both strength of limb and policy of mind, ability of means and choice of friends, to quit me of them thoroughly.
Pause a while. Let my counsel sway you in this case. Your daughter here, the princess, left for dead. Let her a while be secretly kept in, and publish it that she is dead indeed. Maintain a mourning ostentation, and on your family's own monument hang mournful epitaphs, and to all the rites that appertain unto a burial.
What will become of this? What will this do?
Mary, this well carried shall on her behalf change slander to remorse. That is some good, but not for this dream I on this strange course. For on this travail look for greater birth. She dying, as it must be so maintained, upon the instant she was accused, shall be lamented, pitied, and excused of every hearer. For it so falls out that what we have, we prize not to the worth whiles we enjoys it. But being lacked and lost, why then we wreck the value. Then we find the virtue that possession would not show us whiles it was ours. So will it fare with Claudio. When he hears she died upon his words, the idea of her life will sweetly creep into the study of his imagination. And every lovely organ of her life shall come apparelled in more precious habit, more moving, delicate, and full of life into the eye and prospect of his soul than when she lived indeed. Then shall he mourn, if ever love had interest in his liver, and wish she had not so accused her. No, though he thought his accusation true. Let this be so, and doubt not, but success will fashion this event in better shape than I can lay it down in likelihood. But if all aim but this be rendered false, the supposition of the lady's death will quench the wonder of her infamy. And if it sort not well, you may conceal her, as best befits her wounded reputation, in some reclusive religious life, of sight of all eyes, tongues, minds, and injuries.
Signor Leonato, let the friar advise you. And though you know my ignorance and love are very much unto the Prince and Claudio, by mine honor, I will deal in this as secretly as your soul should with your body.
Being that I flow in grief, the smallest twine may lead me.
It is well consented. Presently away, for strange sores, strangely they strain the cure. Come, lady, die to live. This wedding day is perhaps but prolonged. Have patience and endure.
Lady Beatrice, have you wept all this while?
Yea, and I will weep a while longer.
I shall not desire that.
You have no reason I do it freely.
Surely I believe your cousin hath been wronged.
Alas, how much might the man have deserved of me that would right her?
Is there any way to show such friendship?
A very even way, but no such friend.
May a man do it?
It is a man's office, but not yours.
There is nothing in this world I love so well as you. It's not that strange.
The strange is the thing I know not. It were as possible for me to say I love none so well as you. But believe me not. And yet I lie not. I confess nothing, nor I deny nothing.
Oh, my soul!
I'm sorry, but my cousin.
Beatrice, thou lovest me.
Do not swear and eat it.
I will swear by it that you love me, and I will make him eat it that says I love not you.
Will you not eat your word?
With no source that can be devised to it, I protest, I love thee.
Why then God forgive me?
What offence, sweet Beatrice?
You have stayed me in a happy hour. I was about to protest I loved you.
And do it with all thy heart.
I love you so much in my heart that there is none left to protest.
Come, bid me do anything.
Kill Claudio.
Not for the wide world.
You killed me to deny it. Farewell.
Tarry, sweet
I am gone though I appear. There is no love in you. No, I
Beatrice.
pray you, let me go.
We'll be friends first.
You dare easier be friends with me than fight with mine enemy?
Is Claudio thine enemy?
Is he not approved in the height of villain that has slandered and scorned my kingswoman? Oh, that I were a man. What? Bear her in hands until they come to take hands? And then with public accusation, unmitigated rancor, uncovered slander? Oh, God, that I were a man. I read his heart in the marketplace.
Hear me, Beatrice.
Talk with a man out the window, a proper saying. Sweet hero, she is wrong, she is slandered, she's undone.
Beatrice.
Princes and counties, surely a princely testimony, a goodly count, Count Comfort, a sweet gallant surely. Oh, that I were a man for his sake. Oh, that I, a friend, would be a man for my sake. For manhood is melted into curtsies, valor into compliment, and men are only turned into tongues, and trim ones too. He's now as valiant as Hercules that only tells a lie and swears it. I cannot be a man with wishing that, for I will die a woman with grieving.
Tarry, sweet Beatrice, by this hand I love thee.
Use it for my love some other way than swearing by it.
Think you in your soul that the Count Claudio hath wronged Hero?
Yea, as sure as I have a thought or a soul.
Enough. I'm engaged. I will challenge him. I will kiss your hand and so leave you. By this hand, Claudio shall render me a dear account. As you hear of me, so think of me. Go comfort your cousin. I must say that she is dead. So farewell.
There's our whole dissembly up here.
Oh, stool and cushion for the sexton.
Which be the malefactors?
Nay, sir, that'll be I and my partner.
Nay, that's certain. We have the exhibition to examine.
But which are the offenders that are to be examined? Let them come before Master Constable.
Yea, Mary, let them come before me. What is your name, friend?
Borachio.
Pray write down Borachio. And yours, sirrah?
I am a gentleman, sir. My name is Conrad.
Pray write down Master Gentleman Conrad. Masters, you serve God.
Yea, sir.
We hope.
Write down they hope. They serve God. And write God first, for God defend, but God should go before such villains. Masters, it is proved already that you are little better than false knaves. and it will go near to be thought so shortly. How answer you for yourselves?
Marry, sir, we say we are none.
A marvelous witty fellow, I assure you, but I will go about with him. Come you hither, sir. A word in your ear.
Friend, I say to you, it is thought you are false knaves.
Sir, I say to you, we are not.
Well, stand aside. For God, they are both in a tale. Have you writ down that they are none?
Master Constable, you go not the way to examine. You must call forth the watch that are their accusers.
Hey, Mary, that's the aptest way. Let the watch come forth. Masters, I charge you in the prince's name, accuse these men.
This man said, sir, that Don John, the prince's brother, was a villain.
Write down, Prince John, a villain. This is flat perjury to call the prince's brother villain.
Master Constable.
Pray thee, fellow, peace. I do not like thy look, I assure thee.
What heard you him say else?
Marry, that he received 1,000 ducats of Don John for accusing the lady hero wrongfully.
This is flat burglary as if it was committed.
Yea, that it is.
What else, fellow?
And that Count Claudio did intend upon his words to disgrace Hero before the entire assembly and not marry her.
Oh, thou villain! Thou wilt be condemned into everlasting redemption for this.
What else?
This is all.
And this is more, masters, than you can deny. Prince John is this morning secretly stolen away. Hero was in this manner accused, in this very manner refused, and upon the grief of this suddenly died. Master Constable, let these men be bound and brought to Leonardo's. I will go before and show him their examination.
Come, let them be opinioned.
Let them be in the hand of...
Off, coxcomb! God's my life, where's the sexton? Let him write down the prince's officer, coxcomb! Come and bind them, thou naughty varlet!
Away, you are an ass! You are an ass!
Dost thou not suspect my place? Dost thou not suspect my years? Oh, that he were here to write me down an ass? But masters, remember that I am an ass. No, it be not written down, remember that I am an ass. No, villain, thou art full of piety, as will be proved upon thee by good witness. And I am a wise man. And which is more, an officer, and which is more, a householder, and which is more, as pretty a piece of flesh as any there is in receiving. And one who knows the law, go to, and a rich fellow enough, go to, and one who hath had losses, and one who hath two gowns, and everything handsome about it. Bring them away!
If you go on thus, you will kill yourself. And 'tis not wisdom thus to second grief against yourself.
I pray, cease thy counsel. which falls into mine ears as profitless as waterless sieve. Give not me counsel, nor let no comforter delight mine ear, but such a one whose wrongs do suit with mine. Bring me a father that so loved his child, whose joy of her is overwhelmed like mine, and bid him speak of patience. Measure his woe the length and breadth of mine, and let it answer every strain for strain, and such for such, as such a grief for such, in every lineament, branch, shape, and form. If such a one will smile and stroke his beard, bid sorrow wag, cry hem when he should groan, patch grief with proverbs, make misfortune drunk with candle wasters, bring him yet to me, and I of him will gather patience. But there is no such man. For, brother, men can counsel and speak comfort to that grief which they themselves not feel, but tasting it. Their counsel turns to passion, which before would give perceptual medicine to rage, fed a strong madness in a silken thread, charm ache with air and agony with words. No, no! 'Tis all men's office to speak patience to those that wring under the load of sorrow, but no man's virtue nor sufficiency to be so moral as to endure the like himself. Therefore give me no counsel. My griefs cry louder than advertisement.
Therein do men from children nothing differ.
I pray thee, peace, I will be flesh and blood, for there was never yet philosopher that could so endure the toothache. However, they've written the style of gods and made a pish at chance and sufferance.
Yet bend not all the harm upon yourself. Make those that do offend thee suffer too.
Nay, there thou speakest reason. Nay, I will do so. My soul doth tell me Hero is belied. And this shall Claudio know, so shall the prince and all of them that dost dishonour her.
Here comes the prince, and Claudio hastily.
Good den, good den. Good day to both of you.
Hear you, my lord.
We have some haste, Leonato.
Some haste, my lord. Well, fare you well, my lord. Are you so hasty now? Well, all is one.
Nay, do not quarrel with us, good old man.
If he could right himself with quarreling, some of us would lie low.
Who wrongs him?
Mary, thou dost wrong me, thou dissembler, thou. Nay, never lay thy hand upon thy sword, I fear thee not.
Mary, be sure my hand if it should give your age such cause to fear. In faith, my hand meant nothing to my sword.
Tush, tush, man, never fleer and jest at me. I speak not like a dotard nor a fool, who under age to brag what I have done, being young, or what would do were I not old. No, Claudio, to thy head, thou hast so wronged mine innocent child and me, that I am forced to lay my reverence by, and with grey hairs and bruise of many days, do challenge thee to trial of a man. I say thou hast belied mine innocent child. Thy slander hath come through and through her heart, and she lies buried with her ancestors. Oh, in a tomb where never scandal slept, save this of hers, framed by thy villainy.
My villainy?
Thine, Claudio, thine, I say.
You say not right, old man.
My lord, I'll prove it on his body, if he dare, despite his nice fence and active practice, his May of youth and bloom of lusty.
Away, I will not have to do with you.
Canst thou so doff me? Thou hast killed my child. If thou killst me, boy, thou shalt kill a man.
He shall kill two of us, and men indeed. But that's no matter. Let him kill one first. Win me and wear me. Let him answer me. Come, follow me, boy. Come, sir boy. Come, follow me. Sir boy, I'll whip thee from thy foiling fence. Nay, as I am a gentleman,
brother,
I will.
Brother,
content yourself. God knows I love my niece. And she is dead. Slandered to death by villains.
son of man indeed, as I dare take a serpent by the tongue. Boys, apes, braggarts, jacks, milksops!
Brother Anton!
Hold you content! What, man? I know them, yea, and what they weigh, even to the utmost scruple, stammering, out-facing, fashion-monging boys that lie and cog and flout, deprave and slander, go antically and show an outward hideousness, and speak half a dozen dangerous words, how they might hurt their enemies if they durst. And this is all.
Brother Anthony.
Come, 'tis no matter. Do not you meddle. Let me deal in this.
Gentlemen both, we will not wake your patience. My heart is sorry for your daughter's death, but on my honor, she was charged with nothing but what was true, and very full of proof.
My
I
lord.
will not hear you.
No? Come, brother, away. I will be heard.
And shall, or some of us will smart for it.
See, here comes the man we went to seek.
What news, Signor? Good day, my lord.
Welcome, Signor. You are almost come to part, almost afraid.
We had like to have had our 2 noses snapped off, with 2 old men without teeth.
Leonato and his brother. What thinkest thou? Had we fought, I doubt we should have been too young for them.
In a false quarrel there is no true valor. I came to seek you both.
We have been up and down to seek thee, for we are high-proof melancholy, and would fain have it beaten away. Wilt thou use thy wit?
'Tis in my scabbard, shall I draw it?
Dost thou wear thy wits by thy side?
Never any did so, though very many have oft been beside their wit.
As I am an honest man, he looks pale. Art thou sick or angry?
What? Courage, man! What though care killed a cat? Thou hast metal enough in thee to kill care.
Sir, I shall meet your wit in the career you charged it against me. I pray you, choose another subject.
Nay, give him another staff. This last was broke cross.
And by this light, he changes more and more. I think he be angry indeed.
If he be, he knows how to turn his girdle.
Shall I speak a word in your ear?
God bless me from a challenge.
You are a villain. I jest not. I will make it good how you dare, with what you dare, and when you dare. Do me right, or I will protest your cowardice. You have killed a sweet lady, and her death shall fall heavy on you. Let me hear from you.
Well, I will meet you, so that I may have good cheer.
What? A feast? A feast?
In faith, I thank him. He hath bid me to a calf's head and a capon, the which, if I do not carve most curiously, say my knife's not. Shall I find a woodcock too?
Sir, your wit ambles well, it goes easily.
I'll tell thee how Beatrice praised thy wit the other day. I said, thou hast a fine wit. True, said she, a fine little one. Nay, said I, a great wit. Right, said she, a great gross one. Nay, said I, a good wit. Certain, said she, it hurts nobody. Nay, said I, the gentleman is wise. Certain, said she, a wise gentleman. Nay, said I, he hath the tongues. That I believe, said she, for he swore a thing to me Monday night, which he forswore Tuesday morning. There's a double tongue, there's 2 tongues. Thus did she an hour together transshape thy particular virtues. Yet, at last she concluded with a sigh, thou wast the properest man in Italy.
For the which she wept heartily, and said she cared not.
Yea, that she did. But yet, for all that, and if she did not hate him deadly, she would love him dearly. The old man's daughter told us all.
All. And moreover, God saw him when he was hid in the garden.
But when shall we set the savage bull's horns on the sensible Benedick's head.
Yea, and text underneath, here dwells Benedick, the married man.
Fare you well, boy. You know my mind. You break jesters' braggarts to their blades, which God be thanked hurt not. My lord, for your many courtesies, I thank you. I must discontinue your company. Your brother the bastard has fled from Messina. You have among you killed a sweet and innocent young lady. As for my lord Lackbeard there, he and I shall meet. Until then, peace be with him.
He is in earnest.
In most profound earnest, and I'll warrant, for the love of Beatrice.
And hath challenged thee.
Most sincerely.
What a pretty thing man is when he goes in his doublet and hose and leaves off his wit.
He's then a giant to an ape, but then is an ape a doctor to such a man.
But soft you, let me be. Pluck up my heart and be sad. Did he not say, my brother was fled?
Marry, sir, if justice cannot obtain you, she shall ne'er weigh more reasons in her balance. And you be a cursing hypocrite once, you must be looked to.
How now? Two of my brother's men bound, Horatio one.
Hearken after their offense, my lord.
Officers, what offense have these men done?
Marry, sir, they have committed false report. Moreover, they have spoken untruths. Secondarily, they are slanders. Sixth and lastly, they have belied a lady. Thirdly, they have verified unjust things, and to conclude, they are lying knaves.
First, I ask thee what they have done. Thirdly, I ask thee what's their offense. Sixth and lastly, why they are committed, and to conclude, what you lay to their charge.
Rightly reasoned, and in his own division, and by my troth, there is one meaning well suited.
Who have you offended, masters, that you were thus bound to your answer? This learned constable is too cunning to be understood. What's your offense?
Oh, sweet prince, let me go no further in mine answer, but do you hear me, and let this count kill me. I have deceived your very eyes. What your wisdoms could not discover, these shallow fools have brought to light, who in the night heard me confess to this man, how Don John, your brother, incensed me to slander the lady hero. How you were brought into the orchard and saw me court Margaret in hero's garments. How you shamed her when you should have married her. My villainy these men have upon record, which I had rather see with my death than repeat over to my shame. The fair lady is dead upon my master's false accusations. Briefly, I desired nothing but the reward of a villain.
Runs not this speech like iron through your blood?
I have drank poison whilst he utters it.
But did my brother set thee unto this?
Yea, and paid me richly for the practice of it.
He is composed and framed of treachery, and fled he is upon this villainy.
Sweet hero, now thy image doth appear in the rare semblance that I loved at first.
Bring away the plaintiffs. By now, our sexton hath reformed Signor Leonato of the matter. And, masters, do not forget, when time and place shall serve, to specify that I am an ass.
Here comes Master Signor Leonato, and the sexton too.
Which of these is the villain? Let me see his eyes, and when I meet another man like him, I may avoid him. Which of these is he?
If you know your wronger, look on me.
Art thou the slave that with thy breath hast killed mine innocent child?
Yea, even I alone.
Nay, not so, villain, thou beliest thyself. Here stand a pair of honourable men. A third is fled, that had a hand in it. I thank you, Princess, for my daughter's death. Record it with your high and worthy deeds. 'Twasn't bravely done if you bethink you of it.
I know not how to pray your patience, yet I must speak. Choose your revenge yourself. Impose me to what penance your invention can lay upon my sin. Yet sinned I not, but in mistaking.
By my soul, nor I. And yet, to satisfy this good old man, I would bend under any heavy weight that he'll enjoin me to.
I cannot bid you bid my daughter live. That were impossible. But I pray you both possess the people in Messina how innocent she died. And if your love can labour aught in sad invention, hang her an epitaph upon her doom, and sing it to her bones. Sing it tonight. Tomorrow morning, come you to my house. And since you could not be my son-in-law, be yet my nephew. My brother hath a daughter almost the copy of my child that's dead. Give her the right you should have given her cousin, and so dies my revenge.
O noble sir, your overkindness doth bring tears for me. I do embrace your offer, and dispose for henceforth of poor Claudio.
Tomorrow morning I'll expect your coming. Tonight I take my leave. This naughty man shall face to face be brought to Margaret, who I believe was packed in all this wrong, hired it to it by your brother.
No, by my soul. She did not. And none knew what she said when she spoke to me. But hath always been virtuous and just in all that I do know her by.
Moreover, sir, which indeed is not under white and black, this plaintiff here, the defendant, did call me an ass. I beseech you remember that in his punishment. And also, our watch did hear them talk of one deformed. They say he wears a key in his ear and a lock hanging by it, and that he hath borrowed money in God's name, the which he hath used so long and not returned, that now men grow hard-hearted and will lend nothing for God's sake. I pray you examine them on that.
I thank thee for thy care and honest pains.
You speak like a most reverent and thankful youth, and I praise God for you.
As for thy pains.
God save the foundation!
Go. I discharge you thy prisoner, and I thank thee.
I leave you with an errant duty, which I beseech you to correct yourself for the benefit of others. God keep your worship. May God restore you to health. I wish you well. If a merry meeting be wished, may God prohibit it. Come, good day.
Until tomorrow morning, my lords. Farewell.
Farewell, my lords. We look for you tomorrow.
We will not fail.
Tonight, I'll mourn with Hero.
Bring you these fellows on. We'll talk with Margaret how her acquaintance grew with this lewd fellow.
Sweet Mistress Margaret!
Deserve well at my hands by helping me to the speech of Beatrice.
Will you then write me a sonnet in praise of my beauty?
In so high a style, Margaret, that no man shall come over it, and in most comely truth, thou deservest it.
To have no man come over me? Why, shall I always keep below stairs?
Thy wit is as quick as the greyhound's mouth it catches.
And yours as blunt as the fencer's foils, which hit, but hurt not.
A most manly wit, so it will not hurt a woman. So I pray thee, call Beatrice.
Well, I will call Beatrice to you, who I think hath legs.
And therefore will come. The God of love. That sits up above. And knows me, and knows me. I'll do that twice. How pitiful I deserve. Oh. I mean in singing, but in loving. Leander the good swimmer, Troilus the first employer of the Pundits, and a whole book full of these quondam carpetmongers, whose names yet run smoothly on an even road of blank verse. Why, they were never so truly turned over and over as my poor self in love. Marry, I cannot show it in rhyme. I have tried. I can find no rhyme for lady, but baby. For scorn, horn. For school, fool. A babbling rhyme. Oh, very ominous endings. No, I was not born under a rhyming planet, for I cannot woo in such festival terms. Lady Beatrice, wouldst thou come when I called thee?
Yea, and depart when you bid me.
Oh, stay but till then.
Then is spoken fair you were. And yet, ere I go, let me go with what I came for, which is with knowing what hath passed between you and Claudio.
Only foul words? Thereupon I will kiss you.
Foul words is but foul wind, and foul wind is but foul breath, and foul breath is noisome. Therefore I will depart unkissed.
Ah, thou hast frighted the right word out of his sense, so forcible is thy wit. Come, I must tell thee plainly. Claudio undergoes my challenge, and either I must hear from him shortly, or I will subscribe him a coward. Come, I pray thee, tell me, for which of my bad parts did thou first fall in love with me?
For them all together, which maintain such a politic state of evil, they will not admit any good parts to intermingle with them. But for which of my good parts did you first suffer love for me?
Suffer love? A good epithet. I do suffer love, indeed, for I love you against my will.
Spite of your heart, I think. Alas, poor heart, you spite it for your sake, for my sake. I will spite it for yours, for I will never love that which my friend hates.
Thou and I are too wise to woo peaceably.
It appears not in this confession. There's not one wise man among 20 that would praise himself.
An old instance, Beatrice, that lived in the time of good neighbours. If a man do not erect in this age his own tomb ere he dies, he shall no longer live in monument than the bell rings and the widow weeps.
And how long is that, think you?
Question, an hour in clamour and a quarter in room. Therefore it is most expedient for the wise man, if Don Worm, his conscience, find no impediment to the contrary, to be the trumpet of his own virtue as I am to myself. So much for praising myself, who, I myself bear witness, am praiseworthy. Come, how doth your cousin?
Very ill.
And how do you?
Very ill too.
Serve God, love me, and mend. And there I will leave you, for it is one in haste.
Madam, you must come to your uncle. Yonder's old coil at home. It is proved my lady here hath been falsely accused. The prince and Claudio mightily abused, and Don John, the author of it all, who is fled and gone. Will you come presently?
Will you come hear this news, senor?
I will live in thy heart, die in thy lap, be buried in thine eyes. And moreover, I will go with thee to the uncle. Is this the monument of Leonardo?
It is, my lord.
Done to death by slanderous tongues, was the hero that here lies. Death, and guerdon of her wrongs, gives her fame which never dies. So the life that died with shame lives in death with glorious fame. Hang thou there upon the tomb, praising her when I am done. Now music, sound, sing your solemn hymn.
Pardon, goddess of the night, those that slew thy virgin night, for the which with songs of woe round about her tomb they go. Midnight assist on moan, help us to sigh and groan. Heavily, 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 heavily. Graves yawn and yield your dead, till death be at her end. Heavily, 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 heavily.
Now unto thy bones good night. Yearly will I do this right.
Good morrow, masters. Put your torches out. The wolves have preyed, and look, the gentle day before the wheels of Phoebus round about dapples the drowsy east with spots of grey. Thanks to you all, and leave us. Fare you well.
Good morrow, masters. Each his several way.
Come, let us hence and put on other weeds, and then to Leonato's we will go.
And Hymen now with luckier issue speeds than this, for whom we rendered up this woe.
Did I not tell you she was innocent?
So are the Prince and Claudio, who accused her upon the error that you heard debated. But Margaret was in some fault for this, although against her will, as it appears in the true course of the question.
Well, I am glad that all things sort so well. So am I, being else by faith enforced to call young Claudio to a reckoning for it.
Well, daughter, and you gentlewomen all, withdraw yourselves into a chamber by yourselves, and when I send for you, come hither masked. Claudio and the Prince promised by this hour to visit you. You know your office, brother. You must be father to your brother's daughter, and give her to young Claudio.
Which I will do with confirmed countenance. Friar, I must entreat your pains, I think.
To do what, Signor?
To bind me. Or undo me. One of them. Signor Leonato, truth it is, good signor, your niece regards me with an eye of favour.
That I my daughter lent her, 'tis most true.
Well, I do with an eye of love requite her.
The sight whereof I think you have from me, from Claudio and the Prince, but what's your will?
Your answer, sir, is enigmatical. But for my will is your good will may stand with ours this day to be conjoined in the honourable state of marriage, in which, good friar, I shall desire your help.
My heart is with your liking.
And my help. Ah, here come the Prince and Claudio.
Good morrow to this fair assembly.
Good morrow, Prince. Good morrow, Claudio. Are you yet determined today to marry with my brother's daughter?
I'll hold my mind. Where's she in Ethiopia?
Call her forth, brother. Here's the friar ready.
Good morrow, Benedick. Why? What's the matter that you have such a February face, so full of frost, of storm and cloudiness?
I think he thinks upon the savage bull. Tush! Fear not, man. We'll tip thy horns with gold, and all Europa shall rejoice at thee. As once Europa did at lusty Jove, when he did play the noble beast in love.
Bull, Jove, sir, an amiable low, and had some such strange bull leaped your father's cow, and produced a calf in that same noble feat, much like to you, for you have just his fleet.
This I'll owe you. Here come other reckonings. Which is the lady I must seize upon?
The same is she, and I do give you her.
Why then, she's mine. Sweet, let me see your face.
No, that you may not until you take her hand before this friar and swear to marry her.
Give me your hand before this holy friar. I am your husband, if you like of me.
And when I lived, I was your other wife. And when you loved, you were my other husband.
Another hero.
Nothing so. One hero died defiled, but I do live. And surely as I live, I am a maid.
The former hero. Hero that is dead.
She died, my wood, but whilst her slander lived.
All this amazement can I qualify, when, after the holy rites have ended, I'll tell you largely a fair hero's death. Meanwhile, let wonder seem familiar. Into the chapel let us present.
Oh, soft and fair friar.
Which is Beatrice?
I answer to that name. What is your will?
Do not you love me?
Why, no, no more than reason.
Why? And the prince, your uncle, and Claudio have been deceived. They swore you did.
Do not you love me?
Troth, no. No more than reason.
Well, then my cousin, Margaret, and Ursula are much deceived, for they did swear you did.
They swore you were almost sick for me.
They said you well nigh dead for me.
'Tis no such matter. Then you do not love me.
No, truly, but in friendly recompense.
Come, cousin, I'm sure you love the gentleman.
And I'll be sworn upon it that he loves here. For here is a paper written in his hand, a halting sonnet of his own pure brain, fashioned to Beatrice.
And here's another written my cousin's hand, stamped with her containing affection unto Benedick.
Miracle! Our own hands against our hearts. Come, I will have thee. By this light I take thee for pity.
I would not deny you, but by this good day I yield upon great persuasion, and partly to save your life, for I was told you were in a consumption.
Peace. How dost thou, Benedick, the married man?
I'll tell thee what, Prince, a college of wit crackers cannot flout me out of my humour. Dost thou think I care for a satire or an epigram? No! If a man be beaten with brains, I shall wear nothing handsome about him. In brief, since I do purpose to marry, I shall think of nothing to any purpose that the world can say against it. Therefore, never flout at me for what I have said against it. For man is a giddy thing. And this is my conclusion. For thy part, Claudio, I did think to have beaten thee, but that thou art like to be my kinsman, live unbruised, and love my cousin.
I had well hoped thou wouldst have denied, Beatrice, that I might have cudgelled thee out of thy single life, to make thee a double dealer, which, out of the question thou wilt be, if my cousin do not look exceeding narrowly to thee.
Come, come, we are friends. Let's have a dance ere we are married, that we may lighten our hearts and our wives' heels.
Without dancing afterward.
No, first of my word. Therefore play music. Prince, thou art sad. Get thee a wife. Get thee a wife. There is no staff more reverend than one tipped with horn.
My lord, your brother John is ta'en in flight and brought with armed men back to Messina.
Think not on him till tomorrow. I'll devise thee brave punishments for him. Strike up!
good night.